Hello and welcome to today's episode. If you're tuning in, chances are you're as crazy about your four-legged friends as I am. Let's be honest, there's nothing more worrying than seeing your beloved dog scratching, sneezing, or just not quite acting like themselves. But don't worry, I've spent years deep diving into the world of canine allergies, and today I'm going to share some truly game-changing tips to help you navigate those murky waters of dog allergies. So let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about elimination diets. If you've never heard of this before, it's a highly effective way to pinpoint specific food allergies in your dog. Now, it does take a bit of patience. What you're doing here is removing common allergens like beef, chicken, and grains from your dog's diet, and then slowly reintroducing them one by one. A study from 2024 showed that elimination diets helped identify allergens in about 80% of participating dogs. Amazing, right? The key is to choose a novel protein source, something your dog hasn't eaten before, like venison or duck. You'll need to stick with it for about 8 to 12 weeks, which can feel like forever, but trust me, it's essential. During this period, keeping a detailed food diary can be incredibly helpful in noting any changes in symptoms or behaviors. Now, let's talk about over-processed foods. You know, those commercial dog foods that have a laundry list of ingredients you can't pronounce. They often contain additives and fillers that could be silently triggering allergies. I always recommend opting for high-quality, limited ingredient foods. It's surprising how just switching to a more natural, whole food-based diet can make a world of difference. What's really interesting is that the way these foods are processed can create new allergens. High-heat methods can alter protein structures, making them more likely to cause a reaction. And don't even get me started on those mystery meat byproducts that can be loaded with potential allergens. Speaking of proteins, here's a pro tip for you. Rotate your dog's proteins regularly. As tempting as it might be to stick with a protein they love, feeding the same one continuously can actually increase the chance of developing an allergy over time. By rotating proteins like turkey, lamb, and fish, you're keeping their immune system on its toes. This concept, known as protein cycling, helps prevent the immune system from becoming overly reactive to one protein. It's like giving your dog's diet a little variety show. All right, let's dive into something that can be a real game changer: omega fatty acids. These aren't just buzzwords. They're fantastic for your dog's skin and can help reduce inflammation, which is often at the root of allergies. Fish oil supplements or foods rich in omega-3 and omega-6 can make a significant difference. In fact, research from late 2024 showed that dogs on omega supplements saw a 60% reduction in itchiness. When choosing supplements, quality is key. You want something that's been distilled to remove any contaminants with a good omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Now, a quick word about artificial ingredients. These are not just unnecessary. They can often be the culprits behind allergic reactions. Switching to dog foods free from artificial preservatives and colors can lead to a big reduction in allergy symptoms. I've seen dogs do a complete turnaround in just weeks after cutting out these ingredients. The issue is these additives can accumulate in the body, disrupting the immune function over time. And let's not forget about dairy. Many dogs, much like some of us, have trouble digesting lactose, making dairy a potential allergy trigger. If your pup shows signs of discomfort after consuming dairy, consider cutting it out or finding lactose-free options. Trust me, even small changes like these can lead to big improvements. I hope these tips give you a solid starting point to help your furry friend live a happier, more comfortable life. Remember, every dog is unique, so it might take a bit of trial and error to find what works best for yours. Thanks for joining me today. And here's to healthier, happier dogs everywhere.